We are going live. Oh!
Welcome. Oh wait, why is the time not going?
I'm going.
Welcome to another episode of
Power
Hour
Book Club.
Didn't we sit together last time? God
We
damn
really
it.
were
We
gonna
did.
introduction.
Fuck. Well,
That's Kelly.
and this is Kim. We're bad at this.
For the people who don't know who we are.
For no one who's watching.
You know what? Shh, we'll get fans eventually.
No. Oh, link.
Oh.
I got the link.
Oh, are we? Here we go.
Link in. Oh, start live video. Oh.
I don't know.
Where is the link? This is so annoying.
And we're still figuring out how to do this.
Even though we did it already.
Oh, that's annoying. Oh, it's the YouTube app. Right. Got it.
But how did I do this last time?
I don't remember. We're gonna have to reintroduce ourselves.
Oh wait, no. Get the link and send it to me. Oh my god, what the fuck is happening with my hair? Jeez.
How am I gonna send it to you? Because these are my
Email it to me or something.
Lovely.
Lovely.
I'm just gonna email it to us. Does that work?
Too.
Send.
We are. While she's doing that, I just dropped a piece of goat cheese.
Oh my god.
We're eating crackers with goat cheese with chives.
We're eating goat cheese and pesto pizza.
So, in short, we're eating lots of goat cheese.
Okay. So here's what was happening.
Wait. We gotta do this first. We gotta have links in the bio.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you the story later.
What story?
I guess the story about the apps that we don't have because of what happened.
Go ahead, do that. You can tell a story.
Oh, okay.
I'll put this in our bio because I'll do that stuff.
Yes.
You don't like technology.
So it's not that I don't like it. I just get frustrated with it. So what happened was I was too lazy last night to go to the grocery store because I had a busy week. Actually, I had a busy day. I had work and I had left a dog sitting gig. So I had to come home and unpack a bunch of shit.
I'm so blind.
Don't knock over your drink.
I will not.
Okay. And so I ordered Prime Now for Whole Foods. So I was like, I'm not gonna make the drive all the way to Whole Foods.
You did that last night?
Huh?
You ordered it last night?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you ordered it last night. I thought you.
Yeah, no, I ordered it last night because I was like, everything should be here. Everything should come. It'll be great. It'll be fine. Oh my god, I can't hear myself echoing. It's so annoying. I know. And so thanks. It's like, this is really fucking annoying. So I was going to make, because we're reviewing A Midsummer Night's Dream, I had this lovely recipe for Puck's magic mushrooms. And they were pretty much just mushroom stuffed with goat cheese and had some beets on top. They were going to be delicious. And
I'll put a sign on the door saying
fuck off.
Quickly.
And
for our Instagram.
And
those are so blue.
And so I ordered the mushrooms. And I tried to order lemons, but they didn't have any lemons, which was weird. I'm like, how does Whole Foods not have any fucking... They had Meyer lemons, but Meyer lemons taste a little differently.
Everyone was making lemonade or whiskey smashes or
something.
Weekend.
I don't know. Something.
They're like, summer lemons!
And so then I get a text message this morning saying that your mushrooms aren't going to be available. Can we replace them with sliced portobellos? And I was like, no, because I can't stuff sliced portobellos. They're supposed to be little bite-sized little things. I can't fucking do that. So I was like, okay, don't replace them. Just take them out of the order. And then I go and check the order, and they're still on there. It's like, all right, well, I may get them. I may not get them. And then 10 minutes before I get the order, they're like, oh, you're not getting them. And then in the meantime, after I had gotten done with the gym, I went to Target. Well, I went to CVS first because I had to pick up a prescription. Then I went back to Target, and like the parking lot is chained off, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it turns out Target was closed today, like all fucking day, and that was really annoying because Target should be open
I think food places should be open.
most days.
I
Well,
think Walmart's
Target.
open.
Target.
Oh, I could have gotten lemons at Walmart.
Sorry.
They're probably open because they don't appreciate their employees.
But that's the thing. That's just like Walmart and Target, like the same thing. If the Walmart's gonna be open, Target should be open, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like the gym was open.
Well, that's because people need to work out.
Well, people need to buy fucking food and flowers and shit for their brunches and their dinners.
In my house, I would be starving right now.
Yeah.
Oh no, restaurants are open now.
A lot of restaurants are open.
Easter brunch,
but
and all that live fun stuff.
So it was really annoying. And then I had told her to get lemons earlier, and then she found out that everything was fucking closed. And I was like, well, I guess we'll just use my one lemon for garnish and then lemon juice for like inside the drinks. Which, I mean, turned out.
This is the one lemon piece.
Turned out fine. But, you know, it's not what I wanted. It's not what I imagined. And I would really love some of Puck's magic mushrooms. That's all I'm saying. And we don't have those, so. And that's my story on that.
But we still have booze and love and food.
We still have booze. So if you're just tuning in.
And each other.
That's cute.
This just turned to a Barney show.
If you're just tuning in or you decided to skip ahead.
Oh, hey, person. Oh, I think
that's you.
Well, no, I didn't show up last time. Remember? I was watching.
Because it's your own.
Show up.
Because it's your own thing. Oh, so who's the lucky person that's watching us?
It might still be me. It could be my other personal YouTube, maybe.
All right. So here.
Wait, I have to get this up here.
You get it up there. I'll continue talking. So today's cocktail
in bio
is a whiskey smash. It is. If you don't know what a whiskey smash is, it's typically muddled lemons with mint.
It's delicious.
Bourbon and or whiskey. If you're going to use whiskey, I would suggest Irish whiskey. I only had bourbon of an American brand.
With honey.
With it was infused with honey liqueur. Companies, if you ever watch this, I won't say any names right now, but if you want to pay us, sponsor us.
Really?
Yeah.
We've been doing it the whole time.
Huh? No, we never said.
We say their name and then we say sponsor us. So we say Jim Beam.
Well, now you've ruined it. Sorry. I wanted other companies. I don't want. No offense, Jim Beam, but you're not my favorite whiskey company.
I like honey. I like Jim Beam honey.
I would prefer if Jameson sponsored us. That's the other thing.
You know.
Basically, new rule: we're not going to name brand names unless they want to sponsor us, or if it casually comes up in conversation where we're not actually using the product right in front of us. You know.
Okay, I'm glad I'm being aware of this now. Thanks for deciding without me.
No, I think we just got
telling me. No, was I drunk at my birthday? Is that when you told me? Because then I would not remember.
Well, but we talked about it. You just happened to be drunk and didn't remember. At a place in Stamford. So if you want to sponsor us, you can look on our Instagrams to find out where we were.
That whiskey smash is hitting me.
Ooh, good stuff.
Girls who read.
Oh, and it's also
whore ads.
Whore ads.
Like girls who read.
I like ads. That. Whore ads. That works
girls
too.
Whore ad.
I'll take girls whore ad for 500 Alex Trebek.
Trebek.
Anyway, we're having way too much fun and it's
Latits now.
Penis mightier.
I love that.
And now we just go on a rant about SNL Jeopardy jokes.
Oh my god, I watched them all at once. Okay, let me just do this. Sharing. Okay, so link is in that bio now. I gotta go to my personal one.
There's also simple syrup in the whiskey smash. And if you're going to garnish it with mint, you got to slap the mint in order to bring out the effervescence of it. I think that's the right word. Effervescence.
Mm-hmm. What's the effervescence?
Mint.
That's right. The gastro technology stuff. I'm tagging us in our thing, so now you can share this post on your personal Instagram.
Okay.
So let me just go put my link in my bio because I'm good like that. And if it doesn't work, well, fuck y'all. I didn't do it on purpose. Link in bio. Oh, we gotta share it. We gotta share it on a story. Kill me. Search for Hour PH Book Club. Sorry, guys. This technical stuff just takes a little bit.
It literally.
So
we
don't
need
count the first 10, 15 minutes.
You can skip ahead if you'd like. Well, don't skip now. You can't skip now if you're actually watching. But because we're gonna start very soon. Yeah, this first 10 minutes is like bullshit, but like that's like all podcasts too. Like the first 10 minutes are usually
we always catch
ranting.
up and stuff.
Do you want to let's
do
some personal stuff?
Catch up because this whole thing is about relationships and love
feelings and identity crises.
And non-consent. Just saying. We're gonna get into that. But I recently was pretty much ghosted, so I'm single now. Hey, fellas, I'm a catch. No, I'm not. Really, I'm fucking crazy. You get to know me, but
you're
it's
not
okay.
that crazy. Stop.
The Boricua does come out once I'm kicking this.
I am sorry. My feet are sweating in my old man slippers.
Oh yeah, that's why I have boots on and 2 pairs of socks. In fucking 16-degree weather. What am I doing with my life?
I don't know what you're doing. And they're like wool socks too. Oh my god, we're gonna have to wash our feet after this.
I'm not taking off the small socks because you don't want to see my feet right now.
You don't really want to see my feet.
I needed a pedicure.
I thought you were going for a pedicure a couple weeks ago.
I had to use that for gas because I was broke.
Oh,
and I needed that.
I have coupons for a place, but it's all the way in.
Look at my flowers. I may be in all black, but my flower pants are not.
Look at my wolf and my moons.
Oh, because it's Midsummer Night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought of all black.
But there's no wolves. There is a lion. Roar.
Let me roar at them again.
Roar. It's like one of my favorite parts of the play.
On YouTube. Our
Pete
Hour Book Club.
Pete Hour Book Club. Anyway, so you're single.
I'm single and I'm ready to mingle.
I've been single since September.
Well, congratulations. I'm in your club.
I mean, at this point, I just don't really care anymore. I've gotten to that point because I'm like, I'm busy. I'm going to the gym. I'm working. I'm doing this.
And I'm doing school. I'm doing school. So and gala season. Unless you want to just come fuck me and leave, then that's fine. But I mean, I just don't really have time.
I don't even think I want that at this point. I'm just over it.
It's so much work. You have to take a shower,
take a shower and get.
Sorry, it doesn't mean we don't take showers normally. I just mean you take a special shower to go have sex. I mean, there's a whole routine.
It's not the quick. It's 5-minute shower that we normally take. It's the 20-minute. It's a 20-minute shower where we gotta exfoliate.
Okay, mine's an hour. So I don't know what kind of ritual you're doing.
20 minutes.
I don't know what kind of angles you can get to without an extra 20 minutes just for that shit.
It's just 20 minutes.
Well, okay. Oh, I forgot to say link in bio.
We gotta start this fucking book.
Link in bio.
I'm gonna have some crackers and guacamole.
Pizza.
Why you got your phone in my pizza? Remember?
An hour pizza?
Listen, this guacamole, I'm not happy with it. It's not my normal guacamole.
Oh, it doesn't look that fun.
No.
Well,
I tried to get store-brand guacamole, but apparently they were out of it. Amazon Prime now. I will shout you. I'll shout you out if I'm fucking angry at you. That's what I will do. So fuck you, Target, and fuck you,
That's a long live video.
Prime Now.
Skip. Oh, story different.
So yeah. William Shakespeare, as I like to say it. Shakespeare, the famous bard.
You'll hear my sort of weird.
These are last month's notes.
English accent. Oh my god. Okay. Girls and boys.
And guys.
We are ready. Well, I mean, you could start.
Are you ready to get schooled on Willie Shakes?
Who needs courses in class when you could just come watch this?
Come watch us.
And you pass every test because we don't give a shit.
All right, so we'll start off with William Shakespeare, one of the greatest playwrights
history thing
of all time. Yes, we have to do this because people don't know. Because people fucking fell asleep in English class and were like, I don't really care about Shakespeare.
I'm sorry, I've never met anyone that doesn't know who Shakespeare is.
Shakespeare's not that
You've met a person that doesn't know who he is?
Yeah, I meet a lot of dumb fucking people.
Okay, well, I don't envy that.
Okay. Not that I'm friends with them. Maybe that they know him, but they don't really know like what he does or, anything.
I'm sad for them.
Yeah, it's called the public school system and how they just push people through the system and not actually teach them. Not that it's the teacher's fault, it's the administration's fault. Just want to put that out
didn't they stop teaching the Holocaust in a lot of schools?
In the South.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well done.
So Shakespeare was baptized on April 26th, 1564. We don't know his actual birthday because they didn't really keep records like that, but they did keep records of baptisms.
Probably the 12th, because the 12th is the best day of April in the world.
Yeah, he would have been probably 4 or 5 days old. They were pretty quick on that.
Let a girl dream.
He did die April 23rd, 1616. Ooh. So he only had 52 years of a full life.
Which was common back then.
Yeah, it was common. I don't remember what did I write down how he died because I don't really remember.
Didn't he have pox or get sick or something?
That's his son. So he was married to the lovely Anne Hathaway, not today's Anne Hathaway, clearly. But one of that time. She was also 8 years older than he was. He is performed more than any other playwright in all of history. He's written 39 plays, 154 sonnets, and 2 long narrative poems.
160 sonnets and poems.
Well, I got my information off of Wikipedia. Maybe some were unpublished. Who fucking knows? He probably wrote more. Anyway. So, his marriage to Anne Hathaway, he felt trapped. Because...
like most men in marriage.
Well, because he knocked her up before they got married.
Okay.
That's why he left Stratford for what I wrote, for the big, bright torches of London. Like the bright lights of Broadway, but for London. That's what I wrote, because who was drunk when she wrote a lot of this? It was me.
That's kind of right.
But Anne also had money with no parents and a giant farm.
Drunk words are sober thoughts.
Yes.
What? How much is good?
Yeah.
There's garlic. Oh, good thing I'm not kissing nobody later.
Oh, I always get the garlic. So they had 3 children together. They had Susanna in 1583, and twins Hamnet and Judith in 1585.
Hamnet?
Hamnet. Yep. Hamnet. Not Hamlet.
Why not Hamlet, though? He wrote a play.
Well, that's why he wrote the play Hamlet, because he named it after some...
No one's going to know it's about my son.
I don't know.
Okay, sure.
Hamlet did die of the plague in 1596.
Oh, plague, yeah.
So that means he was 11 years old. That's sad. He is like he's still living. He is living in my heart, is where he lives. Good old Willie Shakes.
You don't know him.
I don't know him. I feel like I know him through his writing.
That's like Bowie for me. Bowie lives on in my heart. as Jareth.
He was part owner of the Lord Chamberlain's Men. They were a group of players.
I do know that.
Who put on plays. They were, what's the word I'm looking for? Portrayed in the lovely movie Shakespeare in Love.
Oh, that's right. That's a good movie.
Yes. Ben Affleck was head of the Lord Chamberlain's Men. What is the play and what is my part? That was Ben Affleck's thing. No, but I did like him in that role. It was funny. Because then his character ends up, because he plays Mercutio in Romeo and Juliet, and then he ends up dying in the middle of the thing. And like in the middle of rehearsal, he's like, he dies? Because he didn't know. Hilarious stuff. He's part owner. He also built the Globe Theatre in London on the Thames. On the Thames. And Shakespeare has no direct line of relatives. So basically what happened was his children, his two daughters, did get married, but neither of them had children. So his whole lineage died. So I don't know who any royalties are going to, but no one in a Shakespeare family. And that is my history of Shakespeare himself. Basically the basic lowdown. I do know that Midsummer's was written in about 1595 or 1596.
And it's my favorite play.
It's my favorite comedy. My favorite tragedy of his is Hamlet. Okay. My second favorite comedy of his is probably Taming of the Shrew.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, Much Ado About Nothing. Much Ado is a very funny.
Basically, people have been adapting his plays into movies and other things.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Since the dawn of time. 10 Things I Hate About You is Taming of the Shrew. No, it's Taming of the Shrew.
Both. Because she's like a shrew and like they're trying to get her together with that guy and they're like, no.
And then you have O, which is Othello.
Othello, yeah.
You have Get Over It, which is A Midsummer Night's Dream, which I forgot to fucking watch.
Oh wait, that's the one with
Kirsten Dunst.
Oh, I love
and
that
Cisco.
One. What the fuck was that random shit?
I don't know. I forgot to watch it.
And then they do that weird song at the end, the Vitamin C song.
Yeah. What else? What else is other adaptations?
Graduation.
The one with Amanda Bynes and Channing Tatum. That's
Taming of the Shrew.
No, that's a Winter's Tale.
What? The one with she plays a guy.
Yeah.
Is that As You Like It? I think that's.
No, that's not As You Like It. It's
And clearly, we know it's Shakespeare. I could have sworn 10 things.
Winter's Tale adaptations.
Oh yeah, it is.
What is what?
It says Taming of the Shrew.
Winter's Tale is.
There's one that I recently just discovered was based on a Shakespeare play, and it like blew my mind, and I can't remember what movie it was. But it wasn't obvious like all the other ones. I can't remember.
Oh, maybe it was The Tempest that it's based on. The one that I'm thinking of.
She's the man?
Yes, that's the one. She's the man.
I could have sworn that was a different one.
Swan of Viola. She's the man.
I thought As You Like It had the woman who played the man.
There's a bunch of them that have women as men. Like, as characters. Because clearly back then, men played all the women's roles because women weren't allowed to act.
You have her father's love, Dimitri. I don't have mine. Or let me have her.
Okay, no, I didn't want the IMBD. I wanted the Wikipedia. Thank you very much. Twelfth Night, that's the one. 12th Night.
I remember that. Okay.
Let's see, what else? There's a bunch of shit. And then there's a lot of them.
Anyway. I think we've gone off topic.
A Midsummer Night's Dream has been adapted so many times for the stage, for TV, for movies. In movies, in a movie, it was in Dead Poet Society.
Oh.
Where one of the children auditioned for it, got the part as Puck, and then his father refused to let him be in the show. He defied his father, and then he ended up killing himself.
Yeah.
That was sad. It was really good off-Broadway. They did
a
play version of it. I saw it.
May Robin Williams rest in peace. It was one of his best.
Anyway, so Midsummer Night's Dream. Sorry.
Water damage. No. I've had this book for years.
Basically, all of Shakespeare's plays are broken down into 5 acts because I don't know if intermission wasn't a thing or like set changes were like a lot more labor intensive back then. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
You're still sitting there for 3 hours. If you go to a Shakespeare play nowadays, you're still there for 3 hours with like a 20-minute intermission.
Yeah.
Well, the set changes are within the play. Like, they time that shit.
This one has a lot of set changes, though, because there's so many different places it takes.
Yeah, you have to have a really good technical director for this show.
Artistic director.
Yeah. I've seen it live.
Do you know I've never seen it live? And I've always wanted to.
Oh. Well, they did it for Free Shakespeare.
Oh.
And
I've seen
in Stratford at the Shakespeare Theater before it burned down. They did it outside, so it was like you were in the woods with the fairies.
I did go to Shakespeare in the Park. I don't know if it's the same thing, but
it's not put on by the same people. It's like a different company that does it, but it's basically you go there, you bring your apps and your drinks, and you sit on a blanket and you watch a show. And then they ask you to donate money, which I always did because
I saw Romeo and Juliet in Shakespeare at the Park, and I saw Macbeth in Shakespeare in the Park.
Oh, the only time I saw Macbeth was when we did Drunk Shakespeare for my birthday.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Where is that?
In the city. We'll go to Drunk Shakespeare. You don't know what show you're seeing.
I don't care.
So it's fun.
If I'm drinking, who cares?
But it's fun. They give you a shot when you walk in. And then one actor in the company, it's like five or six people that put on the play. And one of the actors takes like 7 drinks at the top. They get super drunk and then they do it. And then like they go off into like little it's cute. It's good. It's a good time. We'll go.
I'm excited.
We'll go. Tickets are cheap too. They're always on like Groupon or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, good times.
Shall we?
Let's start.
Shall we commence with the reviewing?
I'm gonna make a confession. I bought the No Fear Shakespeare, as I like to say it.
What's that?
They have the play on one side and like the traditional text, and they have it like broken down. So if you can't understand like a certain reference or something, it tells you in today's English.
That's cool.
So I bought it because I was like, well, it's the cheapest version, and if I can't figure out something,
I just interpret it the way I feel like it.
Of course, sometimes though they pull things that like there was something about chlamydia in like the English, like in the today English part, but there was no reference of chlamydia in and I was like, wow, I was like, those people pulled that out of their fucking ass, and I forgot to mention where that was. Anyway.
Well, so let's start with, can we first, if we're going to start with the movies, can we start with the best one? Which is the Calista Flockhart version.
Yes, the Calista.
And Stanley Tucci, I think, is one of his best roles. He's the best person to play Puck.
Let me go back to my notes.
I just have to say, like, Stanley Tucci, this is like his best, in my opinion, he's the best person to play Puck. I think he plays it so well.
You know, I've met him.
I hate you.
He came into my bakery that I used to work at all the time.
Amazing.
And he's super nice in person. And Stanley Tucci,
I love when celebrities are nice.
I never got to confess my undying love for him.
He might have
a fan.
Follow a restraining order.
But he was like he was just like a general, like super nice, like customer.
But he's like the best Puck I've ever seen.
Kevin Kline's in it as Nick Bottom.
Oh yeah.
And that that's one of my favorite roles of Kevin, and I love Kevin Kline.
He's great in that position.
Saw Kevin Kline live.
And what's the other guy? Oh, Oberon. He's the guy from My Best Friend's Wedding.
I forgot to write his name down. Something. I know. But no, I agree. Yeah, he is Oberon. He's really good.
Such a
Titania.
Oh yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer. What? So fucking perfect.
What? Jealous Oberon.
It's just like such a perfect 90s cast, and I don't want it any other way. That's basically
Kate Winslet. Hermia?
No, Kate Winslet is not Hermia.
Who's Hermia?
Some chick bitch that I don't fucking know. I did not look her up
because no career anymore.
I don't know. She never really looked familiar to me in any other. If she ever played any other movie role.
Demetrius?
Was
it Christian Bale?
Christian Bale plays Demetrius.
That's right. He's such an asshole.
Oh god, he's so hot. He's the one that he's in Newsies that I was trying to think of the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But who played Lysander? Was it the other guy? What's his face?
Lysander is. I should have written all this down. Not Sam Rockwell was in the Players.
Oh yeah, he plays Thisbe.
Yeah, little Sam Rockwell. So he's so cute. I forgot that he was in it.
Yeah, that was one of his first main roles.
And Roger Rees. Roger Rees. If you ever watched the movie Robin Hood Men in Tights, he's the sheriff of Rottingham.
Oh, he plays
Peter Quince.
Oh. I think King. Who's the king?
Theseus. Oh, he's like one of those actors that like you always see, but you never know his fucking name.
Yes, yeah.
I think he might have been on a few seasons of Law and Order or something. Basically, this movie is the best. I feel like it's the best because it stays true. It stays the most true to like where the setting is technically. Like it's supposed to take place in Athens.
Right.
But what they did for the movie is they set it in Tuscany, Italy, and on Mount Athens, which is like a mountain. And it works really well with the time period too, because they did it in like a Victorian setting. For
Anna Friel was Hermia. Oh, Dominic West, he's hot. The guy who played Lysander.
He's like okay. Rupert Everett. That's his fucking
Everett.
name for Oberon.
Yep. I love him too.
We're just talking about the movie and not the actual play. That's okay.
Well, we're starting with
the movies. This is probably the most famous rendition of it in movie form. I watched.
It's actually underrated because I know people that didn't like it, and I was like,
I know. Yeah, it only has like a 67% Rotten Tomatoes rating, and I'm like,
listen to Rotten Tomatoes. Usually, I believe them, but this time I don't.
No, I don't believe them.
It's great.
They're like not fans of Shakespeare.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing with when Romeo and Juliet got remade with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes. That was also, I think that's also like a low rating, but like it's one of the best renditions.
I mean, it's 90s. It's dated, but it's for that time. It made
it's
sense.
Like so good though. It's so good because they don't talk in plain text. They talk in the actual language of the play, but yet you're able to understand it, where you don't need the fucking breakdown when you're reading it. You know what I mean? Like you get it with everyone's actions and the way that they.
Yeah.
Why are you shaking your head? With their actions and their tone and the way that they deliver the lines, and that's a really good way.
And they take it seriously in a way that's not too serious, I think, and they also like make fun of themselves.
Right.
Like Kevin Kline's Bottom. It's just he like takes it seriously. Like when he has that monologue towards the end. When he's playing Pyramus, I cry every time I see that part, and it's just like,
the other two versions that I watched was, I can't watch any of like the super old ones like from the 60s. I love Helen Mirren.
I tried it. I fell asleep.
I'm not gonna do it. I can't. It's like watching the old version of Hamlet and the old version of Romeo and Juliet.
So male.
It's like it's so boring.
Well,
so
speaking of males. I personally feel like this was a satire on the patriarchy and how men controlled women. Like Theseus is like that with Hippolyta. He won her with his sword. He's gonna wed her in reveling. There's no love. Like, it's just, I've conquered you. You're mine.
And it depends on the way that you portray it, though, because in some versions I've seen Hippolyta, like in the first version that I watched, was a 2016 BBC made-for-TV version, which I thought would be good.
She's usually like friendlier and like.
I was gonna say she's friendlier in this version, though, which was very much a very Nazi dictatorship kind of setting. As far as Theseus goes in his kingdom, it was a little fucking scary. But Hippolyta was like made prisoner and was in a straitjacket like Hannibal Lecter. And they did this weird shaky head thing where you didn't fucking... You were wondering...
What are we talking about? Which one?
You didn't watch it. It was a 2016 BBC version.
Did you put on a straitjacket?
Just put in a straitjacket.
Oh,
it's like Nazi Germany. And and she's doing like this weird like head shaking thing. Not that she's doing it's like special effects or whatever. Like she's trying to like break free. And in the end she breaks free, and then you find out that Hippolyta is a fairy and that she's in love with Titania, and then there's like a lesbian kiss, and I was like, that wasn't fucking needed.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was fucking weird. That was I was not happy with this version.
Everybody.
I was not happy with this version at all. They tried to be really diverse with casting, which was like, okay, but like then like couples wise it didn't make sense. The kid that was playing Lysander looked like Harry Potter. Not like a Daniel Radcliffe, just like a general looking Harry Potter.
Hold on a second. You said Lysander?
Lysander, sorry. I misspoke.
Wait, is that how you really pronounce it all the time?
Normally, yes.
Darian?
Yeah. That's another
Darian.
Yeah, the kid who was playing Lysander was just, I mean, he was good, but like him and like whoever played, yeah, he was like super young. But then like the guy who played Demetrius and who played Helena were like kind of older. It was weird. It was weird. And it was like interracial couples, like ended up being interracial couples at the end, which is fine. I'm happy with that. I've been in many interracial relationships. So like that doesn't bother me. It was just the way that they set it up. Like, if you ever go to auditions and they're thinking of you for a part, they usually pair you with different people to see, like, how you look as friends, as family, as chemistry. A couple kind of thing. And I felt like that just didn't really work.
No, yeah, I'm glad that I didn't have to waste my time watching all those movies that you've watched. Because I feel like I've seen the best one.
I don't think it was necessarily a waste of time. It's nice to see different adaptations of it and see, people's take on different things as far as characters go and whatnot. What I did like was in that version was when Demetrius gets drugged, he starts to fall in love with Lysander. And it was a really funny moment.
Oh, I love that.
That part was really funny, and I was like, yes, this is funny. Like, this is good.
Version?
Yeah, but then they like switch it back, and I was like, well, man, that didn't last very long. That lasted 2 seconds. We could have been fun with that for like the gay moment, but then you had to add that lesbian kiss in, and like that was stupid. That's my take on that
inclusive. They were like,
it was like too inclusive, and I was like, Britain, what are you doing? 2018 version. Was more like an independent film. You can also watch this on Amazon Prime if you have it. It has Rachel Lee Cook. It has Finn.
I love her.
Finn Wittrick.
I don't have to
what does it have? Oh fuck, what's his name? I forgot to write down every one of his names.
Number 5.
The guy who plays Lysander is. Did you ever watch the show New Adventures of Old Christine or something?
No.
Oh, he played the brother. He was really good as Lysander. Demetrius was. Let me look it up because I forgot.
Either way, I still feel like, to start from the beginning of the movie, like it's all about the man controlling the woman. Like that's how, when I read it for the first time too, not even counting the movies, like I was like, dude. These guys are just like,
but at the same time, it was written in Renaissance time, so women were property.
But I also think that because Shakespeare made a lot of parodies, like he would make fun of things like that. So I feel like that's partly what he was doing, like making it so obvious that way. I think he was trying to kind of make a statement, like, hey, this is what's going on and this is how things are, but let's make it funny. Because personally, I think Hermia had the worst fucking, options. Like, be a nun or,
Why don't you
die.
just have a normal cast list? Oh, Lily Robb was Helena, and I thought she was really good as Helena.
What?
She was in a lot of the American Horror Stories.
Oh, Lily Robbie?
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that how you pronounce their name? Oh, okay. So the guy who played Lysander was Hamish Linklater.
Oh. We'll see it. Good name. I want to see him. Hamish.
Basically, this was read your sophomore year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
Sophomore year. Yeah, freshman year is usually Romeo and Juliet. Freshman's Romeo and Juliet. Sophomore's Midsummer Night's Dream. Junior year is Macbeth. And senior year is Hamlet.
So that's not the same way it works in my class. Oh, I love him.
Yeah.
He was in oh my god. I can't remember what else he was in. He was in something else and oh my god, he's so good.
He's so good. And he's so cute. I'll show a picture too. That's him. That's who played Lysander in the 2018 version.
Oh, he plays Mark in Gilmore Girls. Rory's.
Oh, I see. I never really got into Gilmore Girls. I know. You give me this look, but like half the things I've seen, you've never seen or heard of. So
I've heard of them. I just haven't watched them.
You're like, what? No, I've never seen that.
Anyway, but my point was. I wanted to make a point here. What it was? No, but like, my point is, I feel like throughout the whole thing, Shakespeare is making fun of the fact that women have no fucking say. And can we talk for a second about how fucking desperate Helena has to be?
That was one of my notes.
She used to be my I don't know why I liked her so much when I read it. I read this in middle school.
I was gonna say
first time.
Yeah, you can also read it in middle school. It's a good like 7th grade.
Right. But and I read it and I was like, oh, Helena she gets what she wants in the end and she's just so ready for love. And like, I don't know why I liked her. I'm like reading it now, I'm like, no, she's so pathetic.
Yeah, she's pathetic.
Hermia's pathetic too. They all suck. Except for Titania. She kinda
Tanya is
that's my bitch. Tanya. Yeah, she's amazing.
I thought it was Titania at first. I was like, why would you pronounce it as Titania? Because I was like, tits. I was like, you can't do that with middle schoolers or high schoolers.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, because you'll get a fit of giggles throughout the whole class.
But yeah, like Helena, oh my god, girl, you need to chill the fuck down. When she says, oh my god, can I just quote? Can I do the quote?
Go ahead, do the quote.
Oh my god.
Let's see if it's the same quote.
God, here it goes. So basically, like,
this is why I use tabs.
It's fine. I can't, even if I use tabs, it's fucking
I know.
And tiny. So the thing is, there's a scene where Hermia and Lysander go off into the whatever, and they want to go get married. And basically, back in those days, you couldn't get married unless your father approved of the person you were getting married to, or else you became a nun, or you were murdered. Killed, whatever. So Hermia and Lysander are in love. Lysander has the same kind of political stature or status as Demetrius, but the dad, for some reason, doesn't like him. We never really get into that. Demetrius is kind of a tool because he sleeps around with other people, including Helena, who is Hermia's best friend. And they, tell Hermia that they're going to go run away and get married because her father's a prick, Hermia's dad. And they go off. And then Helena is like, I won't tell a soul. But then she goes off.
And tells Demetrius.
Who, okay, so first of all, if I'm trying to get a dude, just let them go off into the woods. I wouldn't say shit. Yeah, that's the quote.
Do you want to read it because it's not highlighted?
Probably. So basically, like, first of all, before we get into the quote, number one, if a dude doesn't like you and he likes another chick who runs off to get married,
just move on.
Well, that too. But the first step is don't tell the man where they're going. What? She's a fucking idiot. Let them go get married, and then you can get with him or not. But who cares? Like, That's like the stupidest
Also,
move.
it's really just not your business.
Right, well, yeah, it's not her business, but at the same time, it's like she's like, oh, I just want to be around you, so I'm gonna tell him about this whole thing.
I'm gonna follow you into the
so
woods like a crazy
him.
bitch.
So then I would have to read what he says first because he's a fucking asshole. Sorry, Demetrius is like the worst man in Shakespeare to me. Just aside from Iago. Iago's fucking prick. So basically, he basically, in short, he says, I don't love you, stop following me. You told me they went to the forest, I'm crazy, blah, blah, blah. And then Helena's like, you attract me, and if you don't have this attraction anymore, I won't follow you, right? And he goes, do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you? Okay, girls, first off, that's the sign. You don't need any more information. You just
wait. Do you want to do like scene partner stuff right now? Yeah. Okay. Do you want to play Demetrius or do you want to play Helena?
I'll play Demetrius. I want to be an asshole. So wait, we'll start from here then.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're just gonna do a little scene for you.
Scene study. Okay.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll stay, the other stayeth me. Thou toldest me they were stolen into this wood, and here am I, and wood within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not, in plainest truth, tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that, do I love you more? I am your spaniel. And Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me, but as your spaniel. Spaniel?
Spurn.
Why can't I say spaniel? Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love? And yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impede your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night. Nor doth this wood lack worlds of company, for you and my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to thy mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. And Apollo flies, and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Bootless speed, when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. Or, if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
I, in the temple, in the town, the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. Oh, he exits. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell
Peace,
to
bitch.
die upon the hand I love so well.
Okay, Helena, girl.
You got issues, girl.
Girl, you cray.
You're asked to being used as a dog. What is wrong with you?
So, okay, just to play devil's advocate, we know the truth. The point is, women, I know. I've been there. I've been to that place where I will do anything for a man because I felt like I was nothing without him. And people go through it. Like, if you're in some state of mind and you're in love with somebody who doesn't love you back, you'll do anything you can to keep them around.
You're not
Okay. I don't care.
Go ahead.
What's mine is yours, my dear. But if a man tells you he doesn't love you and doesn't want you, just leave. Just fucking go somewhere else. You deserve better. There is a man out there who's going to treat you better. Even a woman, who knows? Maybe you're not out of the closet yet. Maybe you realized you've had shitty relationships with men because men suck and you want to be with women. But the point is, point.
Close to that point. Go on.
Right? But the point is that you don't deserve this. You don't need to chase a man. If a man wants to see you, he will find a way to see you.
And he
wants
will
to talk to you,
chase
he'll find
you.
a way to talk to you. Exactly. Otherwise, don't make a fucking... Like, same with dating sites. Can we talk about something for a second? When a man messages you first on a dating site, and he says, hey, what's up? And you respond, and then he says one-word answers to your questions. Done. Cut that shit off, because he's clearly not interested enough to ask you any questions about yourself. He's also not interested enough to be like, hey, when do you want to meet up? Like, there are guys I've been talking to on
also just
sites.
A lot of men have no personalities and are fucking boring as shit.
Okay, well, that's just a bad generalization. Maybe many men that we talk to, you do go for like the hot guys that are kind of like not up there. There's not much up there, you know.
Not all the guys I dated. Like in high school, yeah, but like, well, that's, I mean, if you're looking, this is what you're looking for. If I'm looking for someone to just fuck you, I'm gonna go for dumb and hot because they're
fun.
Technically probably great at sex.
Yeah. But either way, the point is, don't chase a man.
Don't chase
Let a man chase you. It's how nature intended it, okay? Don't get desperate enough to do whatever the fuck Helena's doing. I don't even know any woman who actually has done that in that way.
Well, not that desperately.
That's fucking crazy. I never tell a man to beat me like a dog if he doesn't love me. That's fucking crazy. Anyway, that's like...
Anyway, that's just like in the middle of the play. We didn't even really get...
It's not the middle.
It's not the middle, but it's
the first scene.
Not the first
Second scene. Whatever.
It's Act 2, Scene 1.
There's like 2 scenes before it, though. Like, Act 1 is like...
Well, the first... Okay, so they're setting up where, you know, Hermia is going to get put to her death if she doesn't choose Demetrius. So Lysander and her run away. Then Helena tells Demetrius about Hermia and Lysander, so then they go follow them into the woods.
Oh, yeah, but we meet, so scene 2.
But we also meet the players who are to put on a play at
the comedic relief.
At the wedding. That's where we meet Nick Bottom. He is...
The joiner.
Nick Bottom's the weaver.
The weaver. There's a joiner.
There is a joiner. That's Snug.
Snug is the joiner.
Snug's the joiner. And there's also like the fairy scene where the fairies meet up and they're like, oh, you took an Indian boy from me. I want him for my clan. And she's like, bitch, no. I was with this woman when she had this baby and she died. So I'm going to keep this Indian boy.
I love that scene.
It's a good scene.
Oh,
it's a good scene.
Wait, can we do the part with Quince and Flute where he's like, you must play this game?
Yes, that's the second scene, right? In Act 2?
Yeah. Can I be Flute? Yes. So when we meet the players, they are here. Scene 2.
Yes.
Act 1.
Oh, just the beginning of it. Got it.
Well, we don't have to read Bottom and Quince. I was just gonna say we can go into
where Francis Flute, the bellows repairman, and then here Peter Quince.
Yeah. So basically, before we get into the scene, in the second scene of the show, after Hermia and her father are all doing all that wimbo jumbo, so now they're rehearsing a play for Theseus's wedding to Hippolyta, and it is going to be Pyramus and Thisbe, and it is a drama. Tragedy.
I just want to point out that this is Shakespeare's parody on a play called Metamorphoses.
Oh, I did hear that years ago.
It's an ancient Greek
thing. But Pyramus and Thisbe, it's supposed to be a tragedy. But if you read the play,
if you ever watch it, and you get to watch the end, which is the best.
We're not gonna do the end. So, but now we're meeting all the characters who are playing all the parts in the play that's being put on in the play.
The play within the play.
In playception?
That's not a phrase.
I made it one. Whatever. So we're about an hour in.
It's okay. You know what? It's Shakespeare. We're gonna go long. It's special.
It's live.
It's live.
So we don't have to worry about making fucking videos.
We don't have to worry about editing. Yeah! All right.
Might want to edit that or that.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so we're gonna start from where the next person is calling for his part. Can you be Quince?
You want me to be Quince?
Yes.
And you want to play flute?
Yes.
Okay. Francis Flute, the bellows repairman.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you'll be playing the role of Thisbe.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is a lady that Paramus must love.
Nay, Faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
Reminder, women were not allowed to be on the stage at this point in time, in history. So men played women's roles for everything.
Oh, I'll play bottom at the next page.
Oh, okay. You said nay, Faith.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
As bottom. And may I hide my face? Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe. Oh, Thisbe, Thisbe. Ah, Pyramus, my lover dear, thy Thisbe dear and lady dear.
No, you must play Pyramus, and flute you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
At the bottom. Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tob Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner. You, the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore? I don't know how to pronounce that. For it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion. This is bottom. Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek. And that were enough to hang us all. That would hang us, every mother's son. That's everyone says.
I grant you, friends, that if you should fright,
as bottom,
the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as gently as any suckling dove. I will roar you, and were any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus. Pyramus. Damn it.
That's a place in Jersey.
I was gonna say that's like. Oh my god. Oh. Anyway, you can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I to play it in?
Why, what you will.
I will discharge it in either your straw color beard, or your orange lawny beard, your purple and green beard, or your French crown color beard, your perfect fellow yellow.
Side note, by purple they mean red.
Oh, okay.
Well, because they say by Cupid's purple flower.
Oh, right.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all, and then you will play barefaced. But masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town, by moonlight. There will we rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company, and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bit of properties, such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse more obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough. Hold or cut bowstrings. I love how he like one-ups.
He always one-up. Okay.
Time.
So the
or quits in the movie too. I just want to give him a hug.
The 2016
Bottom's an ass.
He is a fucking ass.
He becomes one.
But yeah. Oh, okay. So I have notes on that.
Oh yeah, we'll get
for the movies. But the guy who plays Bottom in the 2016 BBC version is the guy who played Rebel Wilson's brother / roommate in
the British guy
in Bridesmaids.
Oh,
and he's delightful.
Oh, I want to see it now.
He's delightful in that part.
Cool. And then we go from there to meet Oberyn and Titania.
Oh, we also meet Puck for the first time.
Oh, Puck is the best.
Puck is the best, but Puck's a fucking asshole. He likes to play with people out of his own amusement.
Wait, hold on. First of all,
Though he is doing Oberon's
tells
bidding.
him.
Well,
Right.
Okay, but he doesn't tell.
Puck's a bitch.
He doesn't tell Puck to fuck with Bottom. Can I do something? Wait. I wanted to crack it in your mouth with my finger. And this is where the alcohol takes over on Kim. Yeah, no, it's not Oberon's doing. He doesn't tell Puck to change.
Well, Puck doesn't know, though. Puck does it. He's stupid. Puck's like, oh, wait, what?
No, that's not with Lysander and Demetrius mix up. That's Lysander. Sorry, I'm just going to keep saying Lysander, Lysander because whatever. That's just how I fucking say it.
Think of Lysol.
Excuse me. Yeah, my issue with Puck is just how he decides to take control over other people's lives, and he has no consequences. Oberon doesn't even he gets mad at him a little bit, but there's no punishment for him.
Yeah.
You know? He's like a spoiled child, is what he is. A spoiled rich child who never gets to know the consequences of his fucking actions.
Should you read a little bit about him from the fairy? I'll read a fairy if you want. From the
Sure.
From Either I Mistake Your Shape.
Either I mistake your shape. Yes, okay.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, and sometimes make the drink to bear no barm. No.
Nope.
That's wrong. I skipped a part.
You skipped 4 lines.
I was like, this
what?
Isn't rhyme. Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite, called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he? That frights the maidens of the villagery, skim milk, and sometimes labor in the quern, and bootless make the breathless housewife turn, and sometime make the drink bear no barm, mislead night wanderers, laughing at their harm, those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet Puck. You do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speakest right. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal. And sometime lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt telling the saddest tale, sometime for bird 3. Wow, dyslexia is really taking over. Sometime for a 3-footstool mistaketh me, then slip I from her bum, down topples she, and Taylor cries, and falls into a cough, and then the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and waxen in their mirth, and knees, and swear a merrier hour was never wasted there. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that he were gone. Such a good.
I think I like the fairies quote before better. When he's whither wander you, and she's over hill, over dale.
What's about her though?
Yeah, I know. I mean, she's not really that important. She's just a fairy. She's not Peas Blossom.
No, it's a good scene.
Cobweb,
scene.
Or moth, or mustard seed.
Mustard seed, present, present. I just don't want to read all of Oberon. Titania's things are so long.
I know. Titania just goes on forever. Bitch, we get it. You're head of, you're in charge of the winters and the springs and all the weather.
She does a great job.
She does.
When she, So basically, at the end of that scene, Oberon is like, dude, find that flower I found, years ago that Cupid
shot and missed.
Shot an arrow in.
Yeah.
By accidente. And go get that shit for me, and then let's fuck with these people.
Let's fuck with this fairy.
And then we're also going to fuck
here
with Titania, because I want her to realize how much she wants me. I want to teach her a lesson by making her fall in love with some vile creature, a bear, a boar, anything. And we'll find out later that she falls in love with an ass.
Nick Bottom gets turned into a donkey by Puck.
Yeah.
Hence the ass.
But Oberon also sees the whole thing with Demetrius and Helena, and he's like, well, I guess we should just make this guy fall in love with this girl because otherwise she's just going to keep chasing him, and this is fucked up.
Yeah. But in the meantime, my notes on the different versions.
Yeah.
In the 2018 version of Midsummer's Night's Dream, he's not only turned into a donkey, but he's turned into an actual ass. Like his face.
Oh my god, his face looks like a butt?
Is a butt. But it's stupid. It's fucking stupid. Because here's how Puck gets that inspiration. So the guy who's playing Nick Bottom is wearing this shirt that says Buttman, and it looks like the symbol for Batman. Then he turns him into an ass. And it's stupid because how is he gonna fucking see if he has no fucking eyes? Also, but when he speaks, there's like little farts coming out too.
Oh my god.
It's really fucking stupid, and it was an awful choice. It was really dumb.
I just love the way they did it with the Calista Flockhart version. Like, I think it was perfect.
Yeah, because he just had the ears.
And the face.
And the like he had like the scruffiness of the face. Yeah. In the
tail.
In the BBC version, he's a full-on donkey. But it was like cute because
bestiality is wrong. Just so we're all clear.
Yeah. But anyway.
It's funny, but it's wrong in this scenario. I mean, the guacamole's not bad, actually. It's fine. It's just smooth.
It's not as good as the other guacamole.
I'm not going to be a bitch about it.
There's a lot of singing with fairies.
Yeah. So once Titania goes to sleep, Oberon's like, haha, fuck you, bitch. Squeeze gives her some goddamn mace in her eyes.
And then,
aka the liquid from the flower.
And then Puck spots the Athenian in the Athenian clothes.
But there's 2 pairs of Athenians, which he doesn't realize.
Well, Oberon doesn't realize that either.
Right.
So he ends up drugging Lysander instead of Demetrius because Lysander and Hermia are sleeping
in the forest.
Apart from each other.
Also, Lysander needs to keep it in his pants, okay? Like, Lysander is way too obsessed with getting it in her pants.
Well, I mean, traditionally...
I know they're going to get married, but, like... I mean, I feel like he wanted to get married just to have sex with her.
They all did that back in the day because none of them had sex before they got married.
Except for Demetrius. Well, fucking hell. But no shame.
We're ones to talk.
Your number is way higher than mine. We had a discussion.
Can we not just? Let's not talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. Everyone in the world.
Well, we don't know. It's on way higher. It doesn't make any sense.
It's
fine. You brought it up.
No, I'm just saying. Like, we're once talking. Like, clearly we've had sex before we got married. That's all. Yeah. That's all I was saying.
But this is now, and that was then.
Exactly. So basically, Lysander gets drugged. He's already asleep when he wakes up. Demetrius and Helena are like in the same area, but like Demetrius goes, and Helena spots Lysander, and she says, "Oh, are you dead or are you just sleeping, awake?" And Lysander wakes up. The first thing he sees is Helena. So why couldn't he fucking name her a different fucking name other than like another H? So annoying. Anyway,
to fuck with people. Clearly.
Anyway, so he sees Helena upon wake and falls in love with her, and then Helena's like, "What? Like, are you playing games with me? Like, why are you like this? Like, you love Hermia. What the fuck is going on?" That's the gist.
Because they're forcing people to do things against their will. Which means there is no consent, and that is not right. So we should do the scene. Oh my god, the scene's hilarious.
Which scene is that?
Where she finds him?
To enter for fair.
What angel makes me?
Oh, you want when Titania wakes the bottom? Is that what you want to read? Because that's what you're reading.
Yeah, when he turns into the ass. Oh, what do you see?
Act 3, what scene? 1, 2.
We'll start with bottom. There are changed because that.
Oh, okay. All right. So basically, these players go into the woods to go rehearse without the eye of the town on them. And that's when.
Bottom this time?
Yeah, I'll play bottom.
Oh, I guess I'll be snout though for now.
First. Oh, okay.
So they go into the forest, and they're all rehearsing.
And they start rehearsing.
And then I guess Puck blows the flower effervescence into his face.
No, he blows something else. It's not the same. Because he's transforming Bottom.
Oh, he knocks him out first.
He knocks him out first, but he transforms Bottom into Beast.
So yeah, he knocks him out to turn him into a beast first. That's right. Okay. So he turns into a beast, and then he comes out, and they're all like, holy shit. So
oh, monster so strange where haunted prey masters, fly masters help.
I'll follow you, I'll lead you about around. Through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound. A hog, a headless bear, sometimes a fire.
This is Puck.
I know.
No. I'm telling the people. That was Puck. Yes.
Oh, okay. And neigh and bark and grunt and roar and burn like horse, hound, dog, bear, fire at every turn.
Exit Puck.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they run away? This is knavery of them to make me afeard.
That was Bottom. Does this re-enter Snout? Oh, Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
Quince. Re-enter Quince. Bless thee, Bottom, bless thee. Thou art translated. He exits.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. But I will not stir from this place, do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing that they shall hear I am not afraid. I'm not going to sing this because I don't know the fucking tune. I don't know the melody of it. Basically, it says, the ouzel cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, that wren with little quill.
And Titania is above in her little
because she's
fairyland.
Here's the song.
And she awakes. What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
Singing. The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo grey, whose note full many a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay. For indeed, who would set his wit to so foolish a bird? Who would give a bird the lie? Through he cried, cuckoo, never so. Cuckoo, 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 cockled. I don't know. Anyway.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamoured of thy note. So is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtue's force, perforce, doth move me, on the first view, to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. The more the pity that some honest neighbours will not make them friends. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither, but if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness so, that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed. Ready.
And I. Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks, and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bees, and for the night tapers crop their waxen thighs, and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love to bed and to arise, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal!
Hail!
Hail! I don't know why I have to do a Nazi salute, but that's how I feel.
Okay.
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire you for more acquaintance. Good Master Cobweb, if I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman?
Peaseblossom.
I pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, to Master Peascod, your father, good Master Peaseblossom. I shall desire you of more acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you, sir?
Mustard seed.
Good Master Mustard Seed. I know your patience well. That same cowardly, giant-like ox beef hath devoured many a gentleman of your house. I promise you, your kindred hath made my eyes water ere now. I desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue, bring him silently. Because she's like not about it.
She's like, his ass needs to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So that happens. Oh, and then Demetrius and Hermia enter the room after I think Oberyn talks to Puck, and he's like, "What'd you fucking do?"
Yeah, and he's like, I took him sleeping on his the Athenian woman by his side.
Yeah.
Then he waked and so
I love that scene in the movie, the Good Movie, when he's just like,
yeah, he's like, "You did what, motherfucker?"
God damn it, Puck! Can't do one thing right. You had one job.
You had one job and you fucked it up, Puck.
So then,
basically, this is basically Hermia being like, "Why are you guys playing this mean trick on me?" To Lysander and to Demetrius, and then Hermia comes in too, and she's like, "Hermia, you're in on this as well. Like, what the fuck? I thought we were friends."
Yeah, it gets really confusing because everyone's kind of like, "Who the fuck do you love? I don't know who I love. I love this person now, but I didn't love that person 5 hours ago." So it's kind of it's entertaining to watch.
Yeah, it is really entertaining to watch.
It's pretty funny
because there's just a lot of back
oh my god, the
and forth.
Helena and Hermia fight.
Yes,
we gotta do that one.
Yeah, we do.
Oh wait. Can I be Helena?
You want to be Helena and I'll be Hermia?
Yeah. Where's it start?
You have so much more talking.
That's fine.
Where does it start? Is the question. It's hard to see clearly in the dark of night, but it's easier to hear well. I couldn't see you, Lysander, but I, wherein it doth impair the seeing sense. That's still Hermia. Oh. Ooh, okay. You speak not as you think it cannot be.
Where?
Line 192.
Oh, yeah. Here.
Okay. You speak not as you think it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive... Oh, I'm blocking my face. Now I perceive that you conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you, with these contrived, to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours we have spent, when we have chiled the hasty-footed time for parting us, oh, is all forgot? All school days, friendship, childhood innocence? We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower, both one sampler, sitting on one cushion, both warbling of one song, both in one key, as if our hands, our sides, voices, and minds had been incorporate. So we grew together, like to a double cherry, seeming parted but yet in union and partition. Two lovely berries molded on one stem, so with two seeming bodies but one heart, two of the first, like coats and heraldry, but due but to one, and crowned with one crest. And will you rend our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? 'Tis not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I, may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that You scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph divine, and rare, precious celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul, and tender me, forsooth affection, but by your setting on, by your consent? What, though I be not so in grace as you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved, this you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persevere, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other, hold the sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare ye well. 'Tis partly mine own fault, which death or absence shall soon remedy.
Lysander. Stay, gentle Helena. Hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Hermia. To Lysander. Sweet, do not scorn her so.
Demetrius. If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Lysander. Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life, I do. I swear that which I will lose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Hermia. Lysander, whereto tends all this?
Lysander.
Holding Lysander back.
Away, you Ethiop.
That means African.
Yes.
Which is fucking racist. Demetrius. I've lost track of who is playing who now. Demetrius to Hermia. No. He'll seem to break loose. To Lysander. Take on as you would follow, but yet come not. You are a tame man. Go.
Lysander. Hang off, thou cat, thou burr, vile thing. Let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Hermia. Why are you grown so rude? What change is this, sweet love?
Thy love? Out, tawny Tartar, out! Out, loathed medicine, O hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest?
Helena. Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Lysander. Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
Demetrius. I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
Lysander. What would I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her. Back to Hermia.
Yeah,
to Lysander. What can do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me. What news, my love? Am I not Hermia? Are not you Lysander? Am I as fair now as I was erewhile?
Apparently not. Since
night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid in earnest shall I say.
Lysander. I, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh, me. To Helena. You juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! Would have you come by night and stolen my lover's heart from him?
Helena. Fine in faith. Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet you.
Puppet? Why so?
Oh shit.
I.
About to go down.
That way says that that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth she hath prevailed them with him. Oh, did I fucked up.
No, you didn't. You're fine.
Oh no. There was just a lot of height and I got really confused.
A lot of
and are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak. How low am I? Am I not yet so low that that by my nails can reach unto thine eyes?
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewdness. What?
Shrewishness.
Shrewishness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think, because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her.
Lower? Hark again.
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia, did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you, save that, in love unto Demetrius, I told him of your stealth unto this wood. He followed you, for love, I followed him. But he hath chid me hence, and threatened me, to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. And now, so you will let me quiet go to Athens, I will bear my folly back. To Athens, and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why get you gone? Who is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What? With Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Lysander. Be not afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena.
Demetrius. No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part. Helena. Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when we went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little? Again? Nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you dwarf, you minimus of hindering knotgrass maid, you bead, you acorn.
Demetrius.
Oh, sorry, that was Lysander.
Yeah, that was Lysander. This is Demetrius. You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part. For if thou dost intend, never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Lysander. Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Demetrius. Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl. Which is weird. Oh, yes. It's, Lysander and Demetrius leave the scene.
Peace.
Because they're going off to fight each other.
For Helena's love, because they're both in love with Helena.
Yes. Now, back to Hermia. You mistress of all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I nor longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
To run away, as I always.
Run away, run away, run away.
And then she exits.
She pieces the fuck
Helena
out
exits, and then Hermia is like, I'm amazed and know not what to say.
So does the audience at this point.
Yeah, because they're like,
what the fuck?
What the fuck?
What's happening? So then, like, Oberon's like, what the fuck, dude? Fix this shit, or you're gonna die. Not really, but fix it. And then they make a plan, and he's like, I'm gonna go and fix this. And then he, like, fucks with Lysander and Demetrius, and, like,
again, to get them to go to sleep.
And then he fucks with the girls again to go to sleep.
And then he puts more drops on Demetrius's eyes so that he can fall in love with Helena.
Oh yeah, I love that scene too, where he's like, "Of my former lady's eyes." Don't fuck this up again, Puck. And then basically Oberon watches how Titania's in love with the ass, and he's like, I should probably stop this. It's kind of fucked up. And we should probably just make up because we're going to be together forever for centuries.
Yeah, and I already took your little Indian boy, and now he's a part of my...
Oh, that's right, he did take him.
Uh-huh,
so
he
the
did
man
take
got
him.
His way. The man gets his way.
The man gets his way. Always.
And then they have the show, right? They have the...
Well, and then basically what happens is...
they find them naked.
Theseus and Hippolyta and Aegeus go out hunting.
Yeah.
And they happen to come across
4 naked bodies.
4 sleeping naked bodies.
Oh yeah. Why are they naked though? Do we ever?
I don't know.
We don't see them take off their clothes.
No, well, I feel like that's just in the movie. That's just in that movie. It's not. Okay. It's not like that in all the other movies.
I always wondered like. How
it's not like that in all the other. They're all like clothed when they wake up in all the other versions. And on stage, clearly. Though I've seen
it's like sleepwalking, but
I've
like
seen
orgy
nudity on stage before.
It's
so
a sleep orgy.
Yeah, it's a slumber party, man.
They come across a sleep orgy,
and they're like, "What the fuck? Why are you with him? Why are you with her? I don't approve of this." Hermia, you're supposed to give me my answer today on whether or not you want to die.
And Demetrius is like, I don't love your bitch.
Or yeah, and Demetrius is like, no,
I'm in love with her.
Hold up, yeah. And they're in love with each other.
But the way he says it too is kind of like, it's like she was in front of me the whole time, but I realize, like, it's just the way he says it is so fucking stupid.
As most men.
Oh, yeah.
are.
What does he say? Demetrius says, like, he says something stupid. Where is it? He says a lot of things that are stupid. But...
He says, yeah, he's just a dumb one.
I forget what happened.
Oh, well, we're forgetting the part where...
he says, oh, do you want to read Aegeus and I'll read Demetrius?
Yeah,
what's that one part?
Act 4, scene, what, 2? Yes, because it says it right here. Act 4, scene 2.
Sure, whatever. Line 160, but... Or
that's not how my lines are.
Aegeus is enough.
Hippolyta. Wind horns and shout in the... Pardon, my lord, I pray you all stand up. Oh, okay. So
Aegeus says enough.
Enough, my lord, you have enough. Do you want me to play
Aegeus?
Okay. Enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
I'm sorry, do you deserve consent, Aegeus? Because no one else gets it in this fucking show. Play, whatever. Anyway, as Demetrius. My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose thither and to this wood. And I, in fury, hither followed them. Fair Helena in fancy following me, but, my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is, my love to Hermia melted as doth the snow, seems to me now as the remembrance of an idol god, which in my childhood I did dote upon, and all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eyes, only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. But like in sickness I did loathe this food, but as in health come to my natural taste. Now do I wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it. Okay, sorry. The way he says that is ridiculous.
It is.
Like in sickness, I'm sorry, I don't ever feel good about the flu. Like if I'm sick, I don't look back later and be like, oh, remember that time I had the flu? I kind of wish I had.
But when you're lovesick.
I don't know.
That may be what he means.
Well, of course that's what he means, but I read it differently. But and he was like, something I liked in childhood. So it's like, he's also saying that Hermia is just like, some young Barbie thing that he was physically attracted to, but he realized that like Helena's gonna be loyal.
That was a weird face I just made at the camera. I was excited.
I've made a lot of those
donuts.
Oh. But I don't know. Go ahead.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. Basically, I rule over everything, and fuck you.
Yep.
And for the morning now is something worn. Our proposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta. So basically, he's deciding, well, we'll just make this today our wedding day, and all 3 couples are getting married.
Yeah, to make it all legal and shit. Because he said so, and he's the king, duke, whatever. Well, I don't think we need to read any more of that.
No. Let's read the play.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, can I do Bottom's quote? Can I do his paragraph with the... It gets all serious.
So you want to play Bottom the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so basically, how about we do this? How about we read it as the play, but we don't read it. We don't read the back and forth.
Between the characters.
Between the other,
play.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Okay.
So
Bottom.
There's a funny part though when the character's like, "Oh, the wall."
Yeah. So basically, also at this point, Bottom wakes up in the woods, doesn't know what happened. He thinks that his players have left him in the woods because he fell asleep. He doesn't realize that he was a donkey for the whole night.
Yep.
He thinks it was all just like a weird dream. So now we're going to go to the play within the play. Now, basically, what happens is they have this wedding. They have about 3 hours in the reception until bedtime. Mm-hmm. So the king or the Duke, chooses what he's going to view. So they were actually part of like 4 other acts. And they get chosen this, and the guy who's like, here are your options. No, please don't do this play. Yeah. It's fucking awful. And he's like, nope, I've seen everything else. I want to see this one.
Yep. These is actually kind of funny in the movie. I like the way he does it in the movie. So Act 5, Scene 1. We can skip the prologue, right?
Yeah, we can skip the prologue because the prologue and the I don't know why they have them. Well, it breaks it down. It tells you what happens in the play. So like, why do you need this prologue?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll skip the prologue because then it's blah 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 blah. Prologue delivered by Quince. Okay, I'll just read the second part of the prologue.
Which part is that?
After Theseus says his speech was like a tangled chain, who's next?
Oh, but that's really long. It tells the whole story.
Okay, never mind.
Let's skip to Wall.
We'll start with Wall. Okay. Played by Snout. Do you want?
That's you.
Okay, I'll start.
Because then Enter Pyramus comes in. After we skipped.
Yeah. Sorry, it's like hard. It's hard to skip between what's happening in the actual play and like the play. If it makes any fucking sense.
What's happening with this?
That's fine. It's like your hair is pretending to be my hair.
Your hair is always pretty.
It's not. I didn't do anything with it today. All right. Wall. So basically, it comes out
as a person
dressed as a wall. And I'll do the things.
Okay.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, one Snout by name, presents a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think that had it in a crannied hole or chink. Though, you can't see. This is the chink. Well, that's what they do. Through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I that same wall, the truth is so, and this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Enter Pyramus. O grim-looked night! O night with hue so black! O night which ever art when day is not! O night, alack, alack, alack! I fear my Thisbe's promises forgot, and thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that standest between her father's ground and mine. That standest, thou wall, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy kink.
Thy chink.
Show me thy chink to blink through with mine eyes.
Sorry, you skipped a bunch, and I was because
what? No.
You skipped my line. I had a wall thing.
Where?
Oh wait, no. This was the basic English side. I was reading it like a normal book when I'm not supposed to be.
That's the fear of that. I was like, I skipped shit.
Show me chink.
Thanks, courteous wall. Jove,
I am the wall.
Jove, Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh,
this
wicked wall!
Just as bad as it.
Thou whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
And then Theseus, this is actually part of the thing. Oh. Theseus, the wall methinks be sensible should curse again.
I love that.
And then Bottom goes out of character and says,
No, in truth, sir, he should not, deceiving me. Is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You see, it will fall pat as I told you. Yonder she comes.
Oh, wall, full often hast thou heard my moans, for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy. And I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe?
My love thou art. My love, I think.
I think what thou wilt. Think what thou wilt, I am thy lover's grace. And like Limender am I trusty still.
And I like Helen, till the fates me kill.
Not Cephalus to Procurus was so true.
As Cephalus to Procurus, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
Oh, in the good movie,
So good.
like Bottom knocks his fucking helmet against the wall and like gives himself a black eye. It's fucking hilarious. Okay. I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb, Ninus' tomb, meet me straightway?
Tide left, tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I all my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall away doth go. Now is the mural down between the two neighbors. Oh, they skip all that part. Hold on. Oh, enter lion.
Oh, can I play
lion? Yeah.
You ladies whose gentle hearts do fear, the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor may now perchance both quake and tremble here. I have to do this really badly. When lion wroth in wildest roar doth roar, then know that I, as Snug the joiner, am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should be as lion come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
And then they have some little banter. And the moon. This lantern doth the horned moon present.
Oh, sorry. I did the whole reading it as a normal book thing.
Myself the man. Oh wait, that's me. Oh, then he says, this lantern doth pour the moon present. Myself the man and the moon do seem to be. And all that I have to say is to tell you that the lantern is the moon. I, the man in the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog. Enter Thisbe.
This is old Minnie's tomb. Where is my love?
Oh.
Roar. That's basically how it's supposed to be.
Sweet
Roar.
moon, I thank thee. Oh, enter Pyramus. Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glittering streams, I trust to taste of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, oh spite! But mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here! Eyes, do you see? How can it be, oh dainty duck, oh dear? Thy mantle good, what, stained with blood? Approach, ye furies fell. O fates, come, come, cut thread and thrum, quell, crush, quail, crush, conclude and quell.
Side note, in case you can't really follow along, basically, Theseus goes, not Theseus.
Pyramus.
Not Pyramus. Thisbe.
Thisbe.
Thisbe goes to the cave. She sees this lion. He roars at her. She runs off. She drops this scarf or whatever.
Yep.
And the lion takes it, and his claws and mouth are covered in blood.
Mm-hmm.
So then the scarf is covered in blood. So then
Pyramus thinks it's hers. She thinks
and that she's dead.
And so then the other people talk, and then he says, "Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lion's frame, since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is, which was the fairest dame, that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, out sword, and wound the pap of Pyramus. I, that left pap, where heart doth hop, thus I, thus, now I am dead, now I am fled, my soul is in the sky, tongue, loose thy light, moon, take thy flight, now die, 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 die."
Enter Thisbe. Asleep, my love? What, dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak, quite dumb? Dead? Two must cover thy sweet eyes, these lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone and gone. Lovers make moan, his eyes were green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, Come to me, with hands as pale as milk. Lave him in gore, since you have sure, with shears his thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade, my breast imbrue. And farewell, friends. Thus Thisbe ends. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
And then Theseus talks about the moonshine and lion are left to bury the dead, and Demetrius goes, aye, and wall too. And then Bottom says, no, I assure you, the wall is down, that parted their fathers. Will it please you to see the epilogue, or to hear a burgomask dance between two of our company? And then they say, no, we're done with your shit.
I'm alive.
Your play needs no excuse.
Like, it was awful, we've had enough. Please.
But they're drunk enough that they enjoyed it enough,
do not
so it's fine. And then everything happens, and there's all this shit about...
Basically, the fairies bless...
the wedding beds.
The wedding beds, so that their children don't come out ugly.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's true.
Or disabled, or anything, which is, like, fucked up.
And then Puck ends the play. Oh, it's a good one.
Can we split it?
Fine. Let's read the first part.
Okay. If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend.
And as I'm an honest Puck, if we have unearned luck, now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the Puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends. Which, when Stanley's Tucci says that, I was like, I will give you all of me. Oh yeah, I would love him. I'd jump him real quick. So good.
And that's
Midsummer
Night's Dream. Bows.
Oh. Okay, you did it twice.
Orchestra, techies, lights.
And the artistic people set design in the back. Yeah. That's it, guys. We've taken up, not even 2 hours. Yay! Yay! You're like the 80s, like.
So if you want to watch the 2016 version, it's kind of bad. It's made for TV. So special effects are lackluster.
For 2016,
yeah. And then there's like that weird.
I want to see the 2018 version with Gwen Rourke because I love him.
It's like.
Did you happy to donut?
Yeah. Okay. Because like I was about to speak, so I was like, I don't want like a whole donut in my mouth. And the 2018 version, it was okay. I liked certain aspects of it, but like the fact that it was actually set in 2018 was weird because like they incorporated cell phones. Also, the backdrop is LA, but they're still in Athens, so like it's weird.
That's weird.
Because like Lysander and Hermia
Pick a fucking background.
Lysander and Hermia like go to like run off into the woods, so they're on a motorcycle and he gets a flat tire. But it's like if you have cell phones, you can call AAA. You don't have to go into the woods. But then there's a really funny part where they incorporate Siri, but she's like, I can't find anything or something. It was like that was really funny.
Oh man.
But yeah, Rachel Lee Cook, not her best role. I will say that.
Oh, well, she doesn't have a lot of many best roles.
Just she's all that.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But if you are a fan of Shakespeare and you do like more modernized versions of his plays, do go rent or watch Much Ado About Nothing, the most recent one that came out. I think it was 2016 or 2017.
Yeah,
it's in black and white, and they stick to their time period.
Oh, that's good.
They stick to that. So it's just a great cast too. It's fantastic. So Agent Coulson from Marvel is Leonidas. Nice. Yeah, it's good. It's a good one. So. All right. Well, I guess that's it. We only have one drink. I'm disappointed in this.
Well, we were acting.
That's true. Acting does take a lot of effort and sobriety. Unless you're doing drunk Shakespeare.
Well, they have like so many of those memorized. I'm like astonished at them. Like,
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of words in Midsummer History. It's a long ass.
So yeah, if you like this, thanks for watching it to the end. Watching our bad acting, though some of it intentional, some of it not intentional. Yeah. I will say I haven't acted in quite some time, so I'm rusty, but that was fun.
That's a lot of fun. I miss doing Shakespeare.
We should do more plays.
Yeah. Oh, I have a really good one that you would love.
Okay.
It's called A Piece of My Heart, and it's based on Vietnam and the women's roles in Vietnam, and it's all women play. Like I did it when I was in high school.
Fun.
And there's like a singer, there's like a Navy nurse, there's someone else who just like they just have different roles and like they all go back and forth. I'll let you borrow it because I have the actual copy.
I love one of the plays I love is Doubt.
Oh, I know about the movie with Amy Adams and what's his face before he died? The actor.
Yeah, the one that's in Hunger Games.
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, and Maggie Gyllenhaal's in it. She's a nun.
I know, but she's weird. I don't know. She's hit or miss for me. Like
not Maggie Gyllenhaal, Maggie Smith. That's what I mean.
Oh, I love Maggie Smith. Maggie Gyllenhaal's kind of weird.
No, I don't fucking need her. No, she's not even in the movie.
Young? I mean,
I mixed up my Maggies.
But either way,
because I've been drinking. We'll tell you. I don't think it'll be next month. I'll talk to you about what I want to do next month, right after we
get off of this. Y'all don't get to hear any of it.
So it'll be a surprise.
You gotta wait like the rest of you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's our April edition of Power Hour Book Club. Because yay! Because we can only do this monthly because we're both busy and we have to read books. So like that takes homework and time.
I do that all the time for school. So that's fun.
I read a lot of addresses and magazines at work, but that's pretty much it. But it's hard. Like I wish I could just like read at the gym, but it's
hard to
that's
read.
Hard.
I like audiobooks at the gym though. I do podcasts at the gym. Even that's hard though. Like I don't know. I like to listen to like upbeat fast
you know
music.
What? That would be a great sponsorship. Actually, is Audible. I would love an Audible sponsorship because then I can just.
We weren't saying company names until they read
That's unless we really want them. Audible. Hey, what's up? We like books, and this is perfect.
Yeah, we'll read your books too. We'll record your books. We have pretty good recording voices, as long as there's a microphone.
And as long as my dyslexia or drunkenness does not get into the way.
I'm pretty sure if they hired us to read,
I know they would just edit it. It would not be
drinking.
Fine.
Or we wouldn't be drinking while we did it.
Well, we could be pretend drunk. I have a secret.
Can you tell me a secret? Can you stop being creepy right now?
By being drunk. Never mind. I don't want to tell you my secret. I don't like you anymore.
I don't like any of them.
Oh,
I want more drinks.
You don't love me.
What is wrong with them?
Anyway. Playing pretend drunk is really fun.
Oh yeah, it's great when like you want someone to leave you alone.
I did it in a play once. I had to do it in a play.
Oh.
And I had and I fell and I had like these. I didn't like actually fall, but I had like pretend to trip or whatever, and I had these like giant high heels on. And people were like, "Did you hurt your ankle when you did it?" I was like, "No, I'm good. It's called acting." It was fun.
Okay.
I made out with my friend on stage.
Ooh, sexy.
He was gay, so it was great.
Oh, okay. That was a dude or chick.
No, it was a dude. We had to play drunk party goers.
Makes sense.
When we both got cast, we were like, "Don't get attached.
Don't fall in love with me."
It's like we're not. It's fine.
Can we talk about those movies? How I hate when the movie like don't fall in love with me, and they fall in love with the person. They all end up together. It's like
no.
Stupid.
Doesn't happen. I like how your lipstick stayed pretty well. Mine.
It's not as bright, but it's still there.
All right. We're going to keep this under 2 hours, people. Just shy. All right. Well, this is us. This is us. That's Kelly.
That's Kim.
Follow us on social media.
Do it.
Our personals are at Kimmy Cubs.
And at Special K0412.
And then our combined is PH Book Club 14. And you can email us for, I don't know, book suggestions.
Yeah, we like those.
Movies, food. We like to review all things.
Yeah, because we're well-rounded women.
Maybe we'll review them in real time.
My review of your whiskey smash is delicious.
Thank you.
There's notes of mint in there.
I muddled really well. Muddle. Okay, I can make you one.
No, we're gonna go drink more. So bye. Happy Easter. Oh, and happy Passover.
Passover. Yes.
To anybody who celebrates.
Also, I've never been to a Seder, so
and in bulk.
Next year.
Happy in bulk.
I need more Jewish friends that live near me because my one Jewish friend who would invite me to a Seder lives in Denver or Colorado. She doesn't live in Denver, but she lives outside of Denver. Hey, Helen. Her name's not Helen. Her name's Hannah. Oh God.
Helena. That name haunts us forever.
Ermia,
Just
Anna.
Like a terrible woman.
There's so many H's, but Hannah, can't wait to see you.
She's the worst example of a woman in the story.
Helen is, not my friend Hannah.
Oh, no. Your friend's totally fine. But anyway.
All right.
Bye.
That's us. Peace out. I gotta learn to hit the fucking end stream right when I peace, man. Oh God, there's another question. What happened?
Bye for real.